It's live right now.
Okay. Well, good Thursday afternoon to you. Welcome to our backyard once again. I'm Nathan Ray. I'm with Rays of Hope. And we are here to talk about how to heal when you have to deal. Thank you for joining us. We've been doing this for a couple weeks now and look forward to doing more over the next few weeks. Most of us are familiar with the basics of finance. Cash, checks, credit cards, etc. We realize that if we spend the cash that's in our pocket, we're going to need to get more if we want to buy something else. If we write a check to buy something, we know that we better have money in our account because that check is going to clear in the next day or two. If we pull out a credit card and use that to pay for our purchase, we're basically signing a contract right there that says, hey, I agree to pay this in the future, even though I'm not actually putting money out right now. Did you realize, though, that those same concepts can apply to our emotional finances as well? Our emotional cash, that's the variety of interactions that we have with others. It's the way that we speak to ourselves. It's the way that we view things. We might write an emotional check when we're trying to help someone or take on a larger project than normal. We know that that is going to come due pretty soon, and the stress, the toll on our emotions is going to have to be paid in the next couple of days. But right now, we do a little bit more than we normally would be ready to. When we take our emotional credit card out, that's the case of a crisis or a disaster. That crisis or disaster could be a very major thing, region-wide, or it could be a very major thing for us personally. But either way, we try to put aside our own reactions in the moment and realize that there's going to be a price to pay later. And yes, they do accrue interest. So today, we want to look at our emotional piggy banks. These are the small daily interactions with others and also the way that we practice self-care and talk to ourselves. These coins here are going to represent little interactions, bigger interactions, medium size, and then large interactions. As we make deposits, our ability to cope with issues and feel that life is okay goes up. If we make withdrawals, those abilities go down a little bit. Things become more negative, and things that we might typically overlook start to become irritating, and we may snap or feel bad. Sometimes we get deposits from other people. Hey, good job. Hey, that's a nice outfit you've got on. Hey, I like your smile. Sometimes we get validation about our choices or our actions. Wow, you made a really good choice in how you did that. Hey, your input was valuable. Sometimes we get a lot of encouragement. Wow, we really appreciate having you here. Hey, it's wonderful that you're around and doing what you're doing. And sometimes gratitude and thank you. Wow, it's just so nice that you're here. Thank you for helping. Really appreciate it. All of these things add up. Got a little spider that decided to join us today. Sometimes we also get deposits from ourselves. We make progress toward a goal. Maybe that gives us a few coins. We do an activity that we enjoy. Makes us feel good. My wife and I went and got bikes. We've been taking bike rides and enjoying them. Sometimes complimenting other people or letting ourselves know, wow, it felt really good to make dinner tonight. Hey, I mowed the lawn. Hey, I cleaned the kitchen. Sometimes being able to unplug and just get away from all the stress is a huge piece. Taking that time on the couch, reading a book, doing something like that. But sometimes we make withdrawals, and those withdrawals come from other people. When we have a negative comment, wow, why'd you do it that way? When we're listening to a traumatic or a sad story from someone, that can take a toll on us. When we commit to more than we really have the resources to do. I don't have time, but I have a hard time saying no. Sometimes we have our negative self-talk, and that comes from us. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I can't believe I did it that way. Sometimes we don't get enough rest or sleep. We don't take those breaks at work. We have a hard night. Again, those boundaries, trying to do more than we have the capacity for, taking things on that we shouldn't. If those withdrawals start to outnumber the deposits, it can really take a toll on our ability to cope. We might be okay for a while, but eventually our reserves get low. And what happens when a major crisis or disaster hits? Maybe a natural disaster, such as a hurricane, a tornado, a landslide. Maybe a personal disaster, a car accident, losing a job, or having a relationship end. What can that feel like? That's right. It can feel as if our coping skills are scattered. We might feel broken. The ability to deal with normal, everyday things deposit. But there's good news. Our emotional piggy bank isn't nearly as delicate as these little porcelain ones are. Our emotional piggy bank is easier to repair if it does get cracked, and it doesn't actually get destroyed the way that one did. By intentionally taking actions to build ourselves up, give those positive deposits, our emotional piggy bank could actually survive a hit like that. Our How to Heal When You Have to Deal series has looked at quite a few things so far that are designed to help you make those deposits in your own emotional piggy bank. We encouraged you to practice thankfulness. We encouraged you to intentionally frame things in a positive way. I'm safe at home rather than I'm trapped at home. We encouraged you to find ways in your own life to keep things in perspective, such as disconnecting, taking a break, looking up what's actually going on. We've also given you some different physical tips. The 4-7-8 breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. We've showed you the shoulder rolls. These are all deposits when you're practicing them. We've showed you the deep knee bends, where we go down, we hold, and we come back up. Again, deposits, increasing our coping skills. A couple sessions ago, we talked about progressive muscle relaxation in the shoulders and head. Again, as you're practicing these, they're putting deposits into your emotional piggy bank. Let's add to our tools today by adding progressive muscle relaxation for the back, chest, and stomach. For our back, what we want to do is we want to arch our back away from the wall or floor. Depending on your flexibility, we may be able to get fairly far. This is putting a strain on the muscles here. I'm tensing them up, and then I'm coming back up, and I'm holding here. I'm going to do this for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to relax those muscles. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to repeat that 3 times. For the chest, I hold my left shoulder with my right hand, hold my right shoulder with my left hand, and then I try to make my shoulder blades touch. So again, I'm putting tension on those muscles in my back, holding for 3 seconds, and then letting my arms come down. And again, I let it relax for 3 seconds. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, and bring it forward. 1, 2, 3. For the stomach, I have a baggy sweatshirt on, but I'm going to suck my stomach in, hold it, 1, 2, 3, and I can feel that tightness, and then let it go. 1, 2, 3. And again, do this as a series of 3. When you do that in conjunction with the shoulder roll and the other things that we taught about the head and shoulders, this continues that progressive muscle relaxation down. We'll talk about our legs and arms, hands and knees at another, or hands and feet, I should say, at another time. For today though, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you'd like any more information, you can visit us at raysofhopellc.org. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.